Hi everyone, this is Lisa Espinosa, spiritual career coach, author, and host of the podcast Soul Studio for Your Career. I'm back again as we prepare for the Divine Mother Retreat that is happening on Friday. So we've got 2 more days, and every day this week I've been connecting with you, those of you who are already enrolled, and just kind of as a warm up to the retreat on Friday. And those of you who are not, perhaps this will be, if you watch this, a nudge from your soul that you're meant to be there. And even if you're not there on Friday, my prayer is that these transmissions help you to connect with your heart, with your mission, with your life's work. So lovely to see Cindy, Lorenza, Lisa here. So if you don't know anything about what I'm talking about as far as the Divine Mother Retreat, you can read more about it on my Facebook page, events page on my website. It is going to be a gathering for you to connect with your heart and remember how to mother yourself. And mothering ourselves is one of the most courageous, radical, revolutionary things we can do. It's not about enabling ourselves. It's not about coddling. And it's definitely not about lowering our standards. It's about being this amazing advocate for ourselves, that yes, we nurture ourselves, we have compassion for all, the wounds that come up, we have compassion for ourselves, but we absolutely, just like a good mother does, is we keep leading ourselves forward, even when we're scared, right? Even when it stretches us, especially when it stretches us, because we know that that is how we are healed. So that is one aspect of the Divine Mother Retreat. And it'll also be to connect with the Divine Mother. I've been talking a lot about Mother Mary because I just feel very connected to her. But it's not just Mother Mary. It's Green Tara, it's Kuan Yin, it's Lakshmi, it's Kali Ma. It's all these different forms of the Divine Mother. And, connecting with that being of love to hear what is your mission. What is going to be your legacy of love, as one of my teachers talks about, right? Creating our legacy of love. And of course, you've already been doing that. You've already been creating your legacy of love. And as we start this new decade, and gosh, what a year this is being, right? It's like this added emphasis. So this decade, how are we going to stay on our path and ensure that we follow through on the promises we made to our own soul of what we would create, how we would help the earth to evolve, to ascend in a way absolutely that honors us. So, on Friday, I will be creating just a beautiful sacred space for you to hear your own guidance from your soul and the Divine Mother on what are the steps you're meant to take? What are you birthing? What are you meant to nurture? There will be Reiki. There will be Reiki attunements specifically to help you stay on your path. And remember that Reiki if you don't know anything about Reiki, that's absolutely fine. Reiki is a form of energy healing. You don't need to be a Reiki expert to attend. Absolutely not. I like to think of Reiki as the energy of unconditional love and like a big spotlight. Hey, Leticia. Like a big, it's like a big light. And this light does not hurt your eyes. It doesn't blind you. It both illuminates your gifts, your blessings. However, a lot of times the first thing it illuminates is those places inside of us that need healing, or those blocks, those beliefs that we have that are preventing us from seeing our medicine, our gifts, our light. So Reiki is this like big shining light. And so with this Reiki attunement, that's going to be the intention of like, okay, Divine Mother, where am I still hiding from myself? Not from a place of shame or judgment. Because again, think of the good mother, right? Hey, Donald. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to connect with you. So think of the good mother, right? The good mother knows her children and knows what needs to be healed, and knows our potential. And that is what this retreat is about on Friday, right? About gathering together, because when 2 or more are gathered, there I am, right? Our I am presence. This is not a religious gathering. This isn't about one specific religion or any religion really. It's a spiritual gathering to celebrate Mother's Day, which is the weekend, after Friday. But to really connect with your soul's medicine and receive the blessings that are here for you. It is going to be 2.5 hours long. It will over Zoom. It will be recorded. So if you cannot attend live, you will receive the recording. I had several people who are enrolled and, something came up and they won't be able to be there live, but they know they will get the recording. And even if you are there, as I've been sharing these, and I started sharing virtual offerings way before COVID-19, but as I've been doing this, it's amazing to me how even when people attend live, receiving the recording, when they access the recording again, they, first of all, any content they missed, you could take notes on, but also we're going to be doing a lot of meditating and gathering in sacred space. And when you're in that space, you enter a different vibration. So it's very easy that when you come out of it, you're kind of like, wait, what was that? So it's nice to have that as a resource. So today I wanted to share just a little teaching about, every day this week I've been, in meditation before I got on and asking, well, Divine Mother, what do you want me to talk about today? And today and it's usually something I need to hear as well. Today there was this message of like, how do you keep serving? How do you keep showing up in a good way when you're really tired, or when you've been showing up for a long time, right? Or when parts of you might feel like, I don't know if I have more to give. And this is really interesting for me to talk about because I talk a lot about that when we share, that when we are in service, we are meant to be served as well. We are meant to be blessed as we do that. And I totally believe that, and that's still absolutely part of my message. And at the same time, as this decade began, as 2020 started, and as my soul has kept guiding me to share more, right? To do more teachings, to write more, to create more videos like this, more transmissions. I mean, the amount of content that is pouring out of me, it's a lot. And I don't say that in a braggy way, like, oh, I'm so amazing. I'm just naming that. And I'm naming that because those of you watching might be feeling the same way, whether you consider yourself a spiritual teacher or not. If you're watching this, you are in service in some way. And I'm aware that our soul is guiding us all to show up more, it's kind of like, okay, we had the luxury before perhaps of being like, oh, I'm just going to take a few months to decide or to think about this, or I'll just kind of wait till things get better in my life, and then I'll really connect with my soul and kind of take that seriously. Now, if there is a gift with everything that's unfolding in the world, and there's always gifts and everything, one of them is that really a lot of people are waking up to like, wait, what am I here to do? Like, how do I help the world? How do I help humanity? And as I do that, how do I help myself? So as I've been answering that question, I've really come to this point where I just kind of ask the Divine Mother, ask my soul, how do I keep serving? How do I keep showing up in the way you want me to show up when sometimes parts of me are tired, or parts of me feel like, I don't know if I have anything else to teach, and then of course knowing that you might feel the same way, or if you don't feel that now, you might feel that at some point. And one of my teachers, which I talked about earlier, Kyra, one of my mentors, she was facing this as well, and she shares this story about how she was talking to her mentor and said, like, I'm so exhausted, like, I don't know that I can keep doing this. And he basically told her, you're just getting started, my dear, and you need to dig deeper. And when I heard her share this story, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a message for me as well. Because I was a teacher in the Chicago Public Schools, many of you know, for almost 10 years. I've been out of the classroom now of that classroom for 10 years. So I've been doing this work, some form of this work, for 10 years. So that's 20 years of teaching, right, of service, and of course, being a mother of 5, all of these things. So to hear you're just getting started, on the one hand, there was this sense of relief, like, I totally believe that I'm literally just getting started in a lot of ways. And of course, there were parts of me that were like, what? Can I keep this momentum going? And then hearing what Kyra's mentor said to her, you have to dig deeper. I've really been with that. And that was the message for today, the Divine Mother, Mother Mary specifically, really saying, that's what we need to do. We need to dig deeper. It isn't about hustle, work super hard and never take care of yourself. It's like this amazing, it almost seems like a paradox that you are showing up and you're saying, yes, I'm here to serve. Yes, divine, share more gifts through me, share more love through me, share more teachings through me. And the only way I can do that is if I really commit to accessing my soul, because remember, your soul has all the energy in the world. Your soul is connected to source. It never runs out of energy. It never runs out of content. It never runs out of creative ideas or creative solutions. We get in trouble when we think it's us, when our ego's like, it's all up to me, I've got to make it all happen. There's no way I could do that. But when I remember, wait, I can't do this alone. I can only show up and be in more service if I commit to those daily practices, that daily communion with my soul, with the divine, with those ascended masters that I connect with, Mother Mary and Kuan Yin and Green Tara. For you, it might be different beings of love that are here to support you. So that's the message today. It's like, how do we dig deeper? So my prayer this week, like every morning when I pray, there's a lot of prayers, but one is like, teach me how to dig deeper. Teach me how to access and when I say I mean my soul, my Holy Spirit, my higher self, to access more of your divine energy that allows me to keep showing up in a good way, not like a robot, not like hustling, so it's not about like just becoming this machine where you never rest. That is not sustainable. We're talking about, I want you to think about the next decade. How are we going to be in service for the next decade? That's the question. It's like, how will we have the energy, the love, the grace to keep showing up, to keep saying yes to all the ways that your soul is going to say, hey, teach this, share this, say this, model this for others? How will we keep doing that? So that is, I don't have all the answers, but that is the prayer, that is the inquiry. And that is something I'll be talking about on Friday, right? And when I start teaching about the womb and the, being a vessel for grace and miracles. Because that's how we're going to help the world. That's how we're going to help the world to continue to evolve and ascend. And I apologize if you suddenly are hearing all this noise, because there's people mowing the lawn right outside my window. So let's just bring our hands to our heart. And let's just ask that question for a few moments. So with your hands over your beautiful heart space, asking your soul, beautiful soul, teach me how to dig deeper. Teach me how to access your infinite resources, your infinite creative ideas, your infinite energy, so that I can keep showing up in a good way, so that I can keep creating my legacy of love, not only in 2020, but this decade to come and beyond. Let's focus on this decade to come for now. So feel your heart filling with light. And I'm just hearing this question that I often ask, but ask this question of your soul. What do I need to let go of so that I can keep showing up? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? And know that your soul always, always answers you. You might not get the answer right now. It might not come to your consciousness, but it is there. What do I need to let go of? And we bring our palms together and we bow to each other and to our own heart. We end with a namaste. Hello, Mikasia. So let me pull a card for you. If we get the same card, we've gotten the same card twice in a row. So if this is your first time watching, I've been pulling a Mother Mary card, and 2 days in a row we got Our Lady of the Whispering Heart, which was all about hear the whispers of your heart. So I'm gonna say a little prayer here and see what beautiful card is here for all of you who are watching live and those of you who will watch the recording. Let's see, what is the message? All right, here it goes. It's a different one. Ooh, look at this. Our Lady of Creative Choice. Our Lady of Creative Choice. I have to say I don't get this card a lot, so let's see. I'm gonna point it here. I'll just read a little bit. You have my power within you, and you are free beyond your wildest imagination. You are a divine being. Choose to trust me, to live with an open, vulnerable heart, and to let my grace flood through you in a rapturous waves of light. It says, this card comes to you as a reminder. You have the power of heaven within you. You don't need to control life, beloved, but you can choose whether you dance with life responsibly or resist its flow and feel pushed around by it instead. Wow. So listen to that. So we can choose to either go with the flow of our divine soul or feel like we're getting beat up, right? I've certainly felt, I've done both. I've had times when I feel like I'm in the flow, and I have those times where I feel like I'm just getting beat up by the world. So she's saying we have a choice. We can decide. Through paying attention to what is happening to you in the moment, whether that be feelings of happiness or sadness, a feeling of letting go or moving on, or staying put and learning something, you can then make a choice about how you wish to respond. Your response to your life circumstances are your choices to make and a source of great power within you. Absolutely. One of my mentors, a different one, Brooke Castillo, one of my awesome teacher mentors, she says this, like, being powerful is about making decisions. When she said that, I was like, what? Because so many times I can be in this place of like, I don't know, or I don't want to decide, I'm scared of making a mistake. Our Lady of Choice is saying you have a divine choice. That's one of our greatest gifts as human. We have sovereignty, free choice, and the Divine Mother is coming to say, you have a choice, you get to decide. You get to decide, are you going to show up in a good way? Are you going to keep saying yes to your soul's guidance, yes to making time every day to receive your soul's blessings, guidance, and grace? Or are we going to say, nope, I'm just going to do this by myself? No, my ego knows better. I'll connect with my soul later, next year, when all of this is over. That doesn't make any sense. Right? The divine is here. So here it is. Our Lady of Creative Choice. Awesome. And let's do a surrender card. And we will be done. Remember, surrender takes courage. Surrender is not a wimpy thing. Surrender is not passive. So let's see. One of my favorite cards. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Absolutely. That's what I was saying, right? So look at this, and it's the polar bears. So it's like asking for help. And when I'm here, there's 2 layers here. First, always, we ask our soul for help. We ask the divine, help me. Remind me of what's certain in these uncertain times, right? I've had another video about this, right? That we keep hearing, these are uncertain times. Yes, there is that. And we also know what is certain. What is certain is that our soul loves us and is always with us and absolutely knows what's going on in the world. So there is that asking our soul for help, asking the divine for help, and then absolutely connecting with those earth angels that are here to help you, whether it is signing up for a class, whether it's calling a friend, whether it's, investing your money in something that's going to help and support you, whatever it is. So there we go, dears. So happy. Tomorrow is a full moon. I'll be back. And then on Friday is the Divine Mother Retreat. I'm so excited. It's from 10 to 12:30. You can register on my Facebook page. If you go to my Facebook page and see the events, or my website, the events page is there. And if you receive my newsletter, you'll receive this video recording and there'll be a link to register. And if if you already registered or you want to share that with somebody else, you know, it'd be a wonderful Mother's Day gift for someone who you feel is ready, right, for the gathering. That's happening on Friday. All right, bye everyone. Thank you so much for all the ways that you are showing up, for all the ways you are saying yes to your soul, and for all your brave no's, all the things you're saying no to that you know are not for your highest good. That could be from like a cupcake that you're like, you know what, if I eat that, I'm just gonna pay for it afterwards. Or it could be something that seems more serious, you know, like a relationship or a, you know, even a potential client, you know, even something that you just know, you know what, that is just not the right step for me. That will get me off my path. So thank you for your courage. Thank you for all you do and all you've done. And I wish you so much joy today and the rest of the days. All right. Bye, everyone.